Good morning, folks, and welcome to a new mod pack, but it's an old pack. Those of you who have watched me for any length of time are very familiar with Floramancer. We did a very long 1 year playthrough. I believe it took us a year to go through Floramancer before. I think I'm going to start it up again. And simply because I'm dealing with some pretty intense depression. A lot of you are already familiar with the fact that last month I was sick with COVID. My husband was sick with COVID, and it took a long time to recover. I am not 100%. I still have days where I am so exhausted I don't want to get out of bed, and I do have an occasional cough that you will probably encounter, so I apologize if you wear headphones when you watch me. We're going to start brand new in a new world, and I'd like to try a couple of things. If I'm able to get into this, and again, with depression, who knows really where my head is going to be at to be able to play this very well. But the point is just to hang out with me, and that's why I'm here. We're going to do the Garden of Glass world type, which is a void world, and there's a couple of mechanic changes. And if I get really going into this, my hope is that I would play it differently than when I was in the world and we did the playthrough earlier. I would like to try to maximize my mana production, supply production, instead of just making, oh, this is the size of the farm that I want to make, so that's the size of the farm we're making. I would like to see how I'd like to try to make big stuff, try to like be overflowing with materials, and then having, because we had so many supply problems, so much mana deficit, because I was going off of this nice little space is going to have one flower, and this is how much mana that's going to generate. And I'd rather try to try to maximize things. So we'll see. I've never done that before in any playthrough. That's not usually my play style. We'll see. It's been a long time since I've done any redstone, so the stuff that I learned here in Floramancer, I might actually have to refer to old playthrough stuff to see how I did it before. But I hope you will at least hang out with me, and yeah, you don't have to chat or anything. It's just be here because I'm here, I guess. So, I need to try and get this to, I'm using the new Pretzel Rocks player, and so if it sounds a little different, we'll see. I don't know. I don't think I even picked the same playlist, but I guess we'll find out, right? Anyway. I've been feeling really, this is when I was sick. I'm like, let's just kind of poke around. We're going to create a whole new world. I only played like 4 hours. So we'll just do WINRY'S live, GOG, more world options. I'm going to allow cheats just in case something happens, and everything else is default. There's the seed if you want it. It's a void world, so it's not going to really matter to me. I guess if I got a snowy biome, that would suck, but yeah. So this is the instructions for Floramancer. If you've never played Floramancer before, you get a little welcome. It gives you a little information about how the pack is set up. It doesn't use a quest book. It uses the advancements page to show you how to use things, and it just tells you a bit of things about what to expect in the pack. Garden of Glass version, you can fall in the void and it won't kill you because it's got Forgiving Void. You can find mushrooms while scavenging for pebbles on mycelium. Your first mushrooms are still only acquired in the nether, so there's a gate there. If you punch blazes to death, you get more blaze powder than if you kill them in any other format, and that will help you at the very beginning because you can spawn blazes, and you need them in order to create the nether portal. So yeah, we are limited in the fact that I won't be able to get spawners for anything other than blazes unless structures spawn in the nether and end, and I can't remember, that have spawners in them. Let's see. Apparently, yes. Right here it says in the end there are rare Enderman spawners. So we can move them to the overworld for that purpose. Now, this pack has not been updated in a year, and there are no plans to update it in the future. So if we encounter bugs or problems or issues, that's just something we have to work around. Yeah. So here we are. This is a Garden of Glass start. There's my light. And if I take a look, you can see there are bits around our little cube, and we will need to try to capture as much of those as possible. The first thing you do is you shift and right click, and you're going to get a bunch of pebbles, which you can turn into cobblestone, and that is really what we're going to need first. We're going to ride the water stream down a bit and make a little platform to try to get all of those root blocks that we possibly can. I think I'm going to turn off speak in chat. The you. There we go. Okay. So the music will stop posting in chat. But yep, this is how you start a Garden of Glass world. I do not know all of the secrets to a Garden of Glass world, so we'll have to learn a bit of those as we go for the start and whatnot. I do know that Botania sets it so that some of the flowers that are usually hard to get are easier to get. Hello, Sabotage Sabian. I'm doing okay now. It was a long, difficult November. And I'm not at my best, but we're gonna just plug along and see how today goes. I was really questioning whether or not I was in the right frame of mind to live stream, but I also have been sitting at my computer for 3 hours really bored, and I just wanted something to do. So here we are. You can pry. My husband and I had COVID in November. He was sick first, and so he was quarantining from me in his bedroom. I think it was 6 days before I started getting symptoms. And so he was sick, and I was taking care of him through the bedroom door. And then when I got sick, he was, of course, able to get out of his room. But then I was sick for a good 2.5 weeks. I'm still not 100%, but I am a heck of a lot better than I was. So, yeah, COVID has really stressed us out. The person that we got it from, we know very well, they're a friend of ours. This is the second time she has had it. So, yeah. She works in a assisted living facility, which, if you pay attention to the news, you know that outbreaks happen a lot in the old folks' homes, you know, where people are immunocompromised and not 100% healthy. And so, yeah, it's just been really rough. Yesterday I felt like I was still breathing through a straw, even though it's been several weeks now that I'm supposedly recovered. I think we're good with this amount. Let's do one more so we can make this an even amount. Now, the water's over here, and I am terrible at staying in water, so this is going to be funny. But we need to go all the way down and just here. Are we low enough to get all of the roots? It looks like it. Okay, that's cool. Lurk away. Alright, let's do this. And I might as well. I think I want to stop this from flowing. There. Alright, so we need to get this living root, and I need to try to make sure I get all of it. And you get like 2 to 5 from each of these blocks. Okay, and then we're gonna try and get some of this dirt because we're gonna need it. That's not the one I want, is it? Oh, okay, so those are gonna stay. These we want. So I'm gonna manually break this cobblestone with my hands because I don't need it here. I know. We'll make stairs for in a bit to get back up. So it looks like we got 30 living root. That's an okay number, but it's not fantastic. I need I want what's there. We're gonna jump. And I didn't get it, so let's try again. There we go. Yep, my hands are hurt. Okay, so go back up. All right, so now that we're up here, we can make ourselves a sapling. We're going to try to keep it a distance away from that, because otherwise it'll have issues growing. So what I want to do, I really would like to bring this all down. I don't want to get rid of the grass, so I need to make sure the grass grows downward. But I would like to get to the bedrock level so that we could just... The bedrock currently is my bed. I only play Minecraft in general, actually. It's just a game that I'm addicted to. So it's the only thing I stream. I've played Minecraft since it came out. So, yeah. Just been the thing I love. Alright. We don't want to go too far because I don't have torches yet. But I just want to make... will that work? Here's where we're going to plant our sapling. Now, it won't grow at night because I'm not under the flare over there. But the flare always gets in the way of my growing things. Now, I can bone meal that with... I can make... This works as bone meal. I'm a little nervous about doing that because we also need this to make floral fertilizer to get our Botania flowers. And those are the whole purpose we're playing this pack, is Botania. So, yeah. Now, we only have this one source block of water. I do not want to lose it, but I don't think it needs to flow for any reason whatsoever. So, okay, so the grass has grown to the bottom layer, so I can... break this dirt down. We will want to expand it a little bit. Let's go to there. Just thinking farmland and getting the Botania flowers. That might be plenty. Now. The rest of this we're going to use for placing Botania flowers on and trees. We need a couple more trees. So let's just frame this out. And that is our stairs down, which are not necessary at the moment. We don't need down there, so we're just going to block it off. So as you can see, it's dark here. If I turned on light level overlay, I think is the mod that's currently using that. So this tree won't grow tonight, and so we're going to spend time. I'm going to show you the advancements tab. This is the Floramancer progression. Show you this real quick, but you've got to automate all of the Botania generating flowers. You need to automate their crafting as well, because in this pack, they all die. If you've ever played Botania 1.710, there was 2 flowers that died. The hydrangea and the day blooms. Got rid of the nightshades early on, so they don't exist anymore either. And the day blooms no longer exist. The hydrangeas still exist, and they still, in regular Botania, still die after an hour. But in this pack, every single generating flower dies after an hour, so you have to keep crafting them, which means you have to automate everything. Question, how do you keep commentary running without sounding crazy? Because when you try, it sounds like a madman talking to himself. Well, essentially you are talking to yourself. I started out just talking about what I was doing. And that's essentially what I do now. I'm just like, okay, so we're going to need a space. I mean, you're in your head, you're thinking these things when you're playing on your own. You're like, oh, I need to make a space for the flowers, for the grass, so that I can get flowers, and I need a space for trees. You just have to learn how to say it. I mean, your head is already thinking it, so you just need to be open to saying it aloud. Right? So in the Lexica, there is an introduction. I have read the introduction before. This is like the best mod book ever. I'm so glad Vasky made a version for all these other people to copy and use in their own mods, because it has made modded Minecraft so much nicer in game. I wish Vanilla had something similar to this instead of having to go to a wiki to learn how to do things. Because for people playing Minecraft who have never played it before, there are so many mechanics in Minecraft itself that you can't learn without going to a wiki to read about. And it's so frustrating. But we're going to, I don't need the options. Botania's has got its own advancements tab. It hasn't opened up yet. It will once we pick up a flower. But there's that. There's also challenges that sound like fun to try. And some of these we'll be completing just because the way the pack is made, we'll be completing them. So that would be fun. Ooh, we can make things bigger. Always up for something bigger. But yeah, this will tell you how to play with Botania. There is a whole section on Gardens of Glass, and it tells you how some things have been tweaked. So, for example, the living roots can make saplings of floral fertilizer and works as bone meal. This is how you rummage through soil to get pebbles to make cobblestone. You've already seen those things from me. Once we make a petal apothecary, you can fill it with a bowl because we only have the one water block. So that's been adjusted. So then it's got the recipes here. Aside from that, the orchid is way cheaper, faster, cheaper to use. The cocoon of caprice and the mana spreader have different recipes. The blaze mesh, which can be used to create obsidian, uses powder instead of rods. Melons and pumpkin seeds drop from grass. You get more floral fertilizer when you craft it, and some other recipes have been added to help Void World play. Like a hay bale will get you sugarcane. You know, you can get slime balls this way, although making a slime farm in a Void World is actually very easy. But yeah, you can make slime balls, you can infuse prismarine, and you can get prismarine from nether quartz, so that's nice. This is how you make obsidian so that you can go to the nether, and this is how you get the blazes to make the obsidian, etc., etc. It's not easy, and since there's no flint in a Garden of Glass world until you can get gravel, you use a fire charge to open it. Oh yeah. The mana flash that I've been pointing out is where we start, and it allows the player who's lost their Galactic Potato to exchange a sapling for it. So you just right click the sapling on that mana flame. And it can only be done if your Galactic Potato isn't in your inventory. This has been removed, I believe, because Garden of Glass has a different way to reach the end. I'll have to read and find out, but I think that it does. So it's, which way are you moving? It's hard for me to tell. Downward. Okay, so it'll be daytime soon, right? Yes. We'll be able to keep going. We have some grass from the flare. And I can't make a chest until I have some trees, so that's really our next step. I can remove these. These were from my single playthrough. Alright. Go, go, go. Once we have one tree, I think I'm going to want to have like 3 So we're gonna do this. I don't want them right on top of each other because I currently want to maximize leaves because I need the apples, I need the saplings. Dang it. There. Alright, and we're going to want to make a janky mob farm at some point. Oh, of course. What biome did I end up in? Woodlands. Okay. Is it woodlands all over? Looks like it. Anyway, tempting. Let's put you a little closer. And let's make some floral fertilizer. And once it's daytime, because I think it matters. Guess not. Ooh, and we have a white one right away. Fantastic. Once we have a tree, I'm gonna make a chest, but so I don't want to like fill up my inventory too much. It looks like we're doing pretty good at getting a good variety. We only need one of each to get started. 9, 10, 11, 12. Woohoo! So with the 5 floral fertilizer, we're just short 3. That's awesome. I think I'm gonna make another sapling. And we'll put it here. Okay. Let's do 3 more floral fertilizer. That gave me 1 more. That didn't give me any. We already had those. Dang it! That one was important. Woohoo! Oh, we're almost there. Which color are we missing? Red, pink, orange, yellow, magenta. We're missing purple. Purple's the one we're missing. While the orange ones will be helpful, that's not what we need. Come on, give me a purple one. Well, so unlucky. Hello, Comet. How are you? No, Atlas, honey, I can't hold you right now, sweetie. No. Thank you. Let's keep going. We need purple. Purple. Oh, for Pete's sake. So unlucky with the rain. I really don't want to use up the... You're not growing. Ah! Tree! Now, give us a sapling or two. I mean, you're an oak tree, so it's likely you will, but please, sapling would be good. And we'll make ourselves, I think we have, yep, the crafting station mod, which then will make ourselves a chest and put that there. And we're going to put all our flowers and that in there. I haven't decided if I'm going to use these up. We can't make any more saplings from it because we need 4 to make a sapling. So that's why I'm kind of hoping for saplings. But we can do 2 more versions of the Bonemeal, the floral fertilizer. And come on, saplings. Please? Hi, Darkwing. Oh no, what are you doing to me, tree? Seriously. I've rarely had an oak tree not produce more than just the ones. Oh. Better come up with another sapling up there, buddies. Alright, so here's the question. Purple isn't really needed at the moment. Hi, Dave Quist. Nice to see you. Well, I'm okay. I'm well enough. Alright, so let's see here. Yeah, I was just really bored. I've been recovered from COVID for about, let's see, a week, and no, 9 days, but I'm still having a lot of issues lingering. So, and before that, Ed was sick. So yeah, I've just spent a lot of time dealing with sick, and it's very unpleasant. Okay, so we can now start Botania. Yeah, I was sick for quite a while. And Ed was sick for maybe 4 days. So... is that supposed to be this one? Yeah, okay. Alright, so we have an apothecary. So we can make a pure daisy. We need to bone meal the grass to get seeds. So I'm probably going to want to do a mob farm, a tiny mob farm. So we're definitely going to need more cobblestone. I don't want to lose my wood or dirt, so we'll do that. Does this work directly as bone meal? And do I want to do... yeah, because I can use... once I have bone meal from a mob farm, I can use petals and bone meal to make more floral fertilizer, because we're going to need it. This here. Okay, are you bone meal? You are! Give us seeds, give us seeds, give us seeds, give us seeds. Seeds. Alright, can you give us pumpkin seeds or melon seeds? Or just wheat seeds right now. I'll have to keep doing that once I have bones. But yay, seeds! So let's make a hoe. And get some wheat going. Do that. We're gonna want you. Alright. And bowl. Yay! Okay. So Now we can make living wood and living rock. Excuse me, sorry. Forgot to mute. Put those in there. Alright, so we just need to do some more cobble grinding, get ourselves some cobble, then go make ourselves a spawning platform for mobs and some basic stone tools. I do consider myself to be somewhat of an expert in Botania. However, I don't know every single thing. But if you guys have questions about Botania as I'm playing, I would be perfectly fine answering questions. Because yeah, people either love or hate Botania. I think it's a lot like forestry bees. You either love them or you hate them. Which kind of flower? Like the colors, or do you want like generating flowers, functional flower? I guess I could give you all of them. My favorite flower is the one on my head. The magenta. Love the magenta one. I just like how it looks. I just love it. That one's just so pretty to me. Functional generating flower. I really enjoyed the automating the Rafflesia. For those that don't know that one, that is the flower that eats other crafted flowers. And for some reason, I just really liked doing that one. Not sure why. It was relatively easy to automate. It was relatively easy to maintain a supply of the food that it needed to generate mana, and it produces a really healthy dose of mana. So I really liked the Rafflesias. If I were to... Yeah, looking at... Yeah, that's really the one that I thought the coolest of. I mean, these are all fine. I've automated all of them. This one, I mean, I've only had it function once or twice before I ran out of supplies, but... Yep. Rafflesia. As far as functional flowers is concerned, there's an R in there. If I had to pick... See, there's some of these I've not even used yet that I've never explored. I think the Wren and Carpus. There's a lot of really good ones, though, in the functional flowers that people don't even think about in regular modded Minecraft. But there are some of these that I've never used. So yeah. Starfield Crater. How much cobble do you think we're going to need for just an initial mob spawning platform? And why haven't we had another tree? Exactly 4 3/4 stacks. Ha ha ha. And one of the problems I always have with a initial mob farm is that apparently I make it so that the creepers can see me. So I need to figure out how to make that not happen, because obviously I keep blowing up my little bit of farm. Yeah. And I mean, I know why they end up seeing me. I just don't know in the creating of the mob farm why I can't get it right. And we only have the one water source, so I can't make like a traditional skyblock farm yet until I have more water. But yeah. So I'm just gonna make a strip with a dark room type of thing in it. One of the things we're gonna have to concern ourselves with in a skyblock is that almost right away we're gonna need. I could turn mob griefing. I could turn mob griefing off. You're right. Would that impact any of the rest of my playthrough with the pack? I don't think so. See if I can remember. I know it's do mob griefing, but I can't remember if there's something before it. I might have to look it up. It's a game rule. Do mob griefing. No. Maybe it's mob griefing false. See, I just now looked at chat. Thanks, Darkwing. Completely missed you saying it, but thank you. All right. I do not have any torches. We're not gonna be able to do that till I can use a lot then, huh? Let's make a furnace. And when we have a tree, we'll be able to do some charcoal. And yeah, we don't want to go away from our island here until we have some torches. So that's a step. Okay, so with a skyblock that is Botania only, and I do have to say that this pack has been modified. I did add storage drawers like I did in my previous Floramancer playthrough. But I also added the back port of water columns, which we used in the Rustic Waters mod pack. And I thought it was just a nice option for moving around the world, going up and down, instead of ladders or the Rod of the Sky or something. It's just an option. So I thought it'd be nice to have options. And that's all I added. I really wanted to add chisel, but when I did, the game didn't like that. So, and since I don't know how to troubleshoot something like that, yep. It just is what it is. All right, we really need a tree. No, it didn't like chisel. The game wouldn't even load. It wouldn't even load. It just, so I don't know what's in it that kept it from, because I'm like, hey, I want variety in blocks, and chisel is probably a lot less of an issue than like chisel and bits, and I'm like, nope, didn't like it. Oh well. I've talked to the mod pack maker about what mods he felt I could safely update on my own, and they were like just quality of life mods, even though Botania has a massive update and Quark has a massive update, and there were other, like, the main mods of the pack had updates, and so I'm like, okay, well, I don't know how to do something like that, and I'm not gonna try because it'd probably break it. So, yep. And unfortunately, you know, I ask, even though I'm very certain that mod packs have a hard time being created in different versions. So I asked what the possibility of what was needed to make a 1.16 Botania expert pack like this, similar to this. It's impossible. Apparently the one mod that does all the mechanics for this mod pack is not updated to 1.16 and won't be. So, yeah. But I asked anyway. I was just like, you know, I know this is likely a no, but what needs to happen to make another Botania expert pack in a newer version? He's like, yeah, it's a no. It's not going to happen. I'm like, oh, I figured, but I wanted to know. I'm not going to be demanding like a lot of other people and be like, no, there must be a 1.16 version of Age of Engineering right now. Get it? Yeah, no. I wish I had installed Twerk. Yeah. I was just curious. I was like, what needs to happen? And he's just like, well, this one mod called Botania Tweaks that adds the decay timer for the generating flowers, as well as a lot of other things that is added to the pack. That mod needs to be made for 1.16. And I was just like, okay, and he says, and the mod creator is no longer making it, so no. And I'm like, okay, dokie. I was bummed, but I mean, I could do a Garden of Glass Botania playthrough with 1.16 and attempt to put some mods in it. Oh, the bookmarks. Yeah, that didn't exist then, did it? The JEI bookmarks didn't exist for that. They're very helpful. They're very nice. But yeah, like, okay, so someone asked me if I was going to add a mini-map when I had mentioned this on Twitter. Are you going to add a mini-map? And I was just like, you're playing Garden of Glass. Why do you need a map when you're in a void world? You don't need a map, period. I was using Antique Atlas, remember, when we went traveling, exploring, when it had a world. Come on, trees. I'm running out of things to say. Grow. Seriously. I can't go far away because I will just spawn things I don't want to have to deal with. Alright, well. Let's make some things. I don't need a shovel right now, so let's just do that. And now this is where things grind to a halt. Fun, interesting, and painful at the same time. You're not wrong. Because, okay, I'm sitting here like, what do we do while we're waiting for trees? And it's not like we can collect more cobblestone. We can wait for wheat to grow. I can't even smelt cobblestone to make stone to make living rock. I don't have any wood to do living wood. I can't go far away from this island because I don't have torches to light it up to do the mob farm yet. We're all waiting on trees, which I'm sure happens in a lot of Skyblocks. I can't force grow the trees, which is why twerk mods exist. To speed that process up. we're just waiting for ticks to happen to randomly grow our trees. So yeah, how is everybody? Pardon me. Mediocre, that seems to be the word of the day for a lot of people. Oh, come on, trees. Oh, you have some insomnia right now, huh? That sucks. I can honestly say I have never dealt with that intensive insomnia. Usually my insomnia is like I get 4 hours of sleep instead of 8 because I can't fall asleep until like 2 in the morning. I feel for you. Ed has insomnia a lot, and so I know he deals with just not being able to sleep. I can't imagine. And I think that's a way with a lot of things that you don't experience. Like, if you've never had a migraine in your life, you can't imagine what a migraine is like. So when someone says, I have a migraine, or even people, I learned something during this lockdown. I learned there are some people that never ever had a headache. Like, headaches aren't a common affliction for everyone. They're just a common affliction. And I was like, oh, you mean there are people on this planet who don't know what a headache feels like? Wow. Amazing. I get migraines monthly. And I'm just like, and some people have never even had just a headache where they're just like, gosh, my head hurts. I want to be one of those. Yeah, no, I don't think it's nice whatsoever. I can see, like, in the very beginning of an insomnia attack, like the first few hours, you may get that second round of awakeness for like an hour or something. And then the rest of the 38 hours, you're just like, please, I want to sleep. Please, I want to sleep. Please, I want to sleep. I can't do anything. I can't function. I just want to sleep. Yeah. I wouldn't want to experience that. I have been very fortunate in that I can sleep. But Darkwing, even if you don't get migraines, do you get headaches? Oh, of course, I trample that when I meant to. And it was my furthest grown one. Dang it. Okay, I am tired of waiting. Grow? Or I'm grow. I don't think there's anything else I can do right now. So it's tempting just to go in here and be like, give me some bone meal. Yeah, I could. You're right about spawning a skeleton, but here we have the problem where if I go away from the platform I'm currently on and it gets to be nighttime, something will spawn on it because I don't have torches. Tree! Look! Okay, we're getting rid of you. Tree. It knew I was threatening to bone meal it. Nope, I didn't cheat yet. I put it back. Okay, so what I need is charcoal. Can I make one piece without wasting the wood? Ooh, yay, sapling. Woo. Ooh, tree! Alright, so we've got one piece and sticks. And now we have a couple of torches that'll make me feel better. And we need to do more than that for living wood to make ourselves a wand. I have an axe. Now let's hope for more than one sapling. Okay, so we do need that. Okay, lurk away. Hopefully you can fall asleep soon. Come on. There we go. We are now positive saplings. Yay. And that is good. Okay. Woo. So we can now make ourselves a wand. Right? Oh, no. Yes, okay. Need 3. Wand! Woo! Alright. Great. So we need to deal with the lighting problem. Get rid of you. Oh, there's still one spot there. Get rid of you. That covers all of it. Okay, so we can now start going outwards. I only have 2 torches. Let's do this. I think I can only get 1 out of it, but no, we can. I don't know. How much processing you can do with 1 log. Don't know. Of course, nighttime the time I want to be making it. Don't know.